What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of Restart It. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Don Diego Show. I have my lovely brother back with me, who I guess is just a permanent guest at this point. We've gotten some positive feedback about you.
About me?
Your first band, someone DM'd me and they were like, I love you and your brother and the way, your banter back and forth. I was like, he'll do. So what's up? And thanks for wearing the same exact outfit as me.
Well, I've been wearing this shirt for close to 2 days, so if anyone copied, it's probably you.
Mine's Rolling Stones.
This is a Travis Scott shirt.
Okay. Rolling Stones or Travis Scott? Damn.
Rolling Stones. Travis
Yeah.
Scott's cool too.
Yeah. All right, so we have some exciting stuff to talk about today. Let's get started.
I think the first big topic is talking about some of at least the early warning signs of a lot of PSA graded Pokemon cards hitting the market. If you look at the data, and then you can actually check on the PSA website now, they have these things called complete through dates that show what they're up to in the backlog.
Mm-hmm.
So they're currently processing orders for Pokemon cards for the most part from August of last year. That means we still have August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Basically, probably a million, close to a million cards still sitting at PSA. We're seeing a lot of streamers get returns back. I'm seeing a new YouTube video pop up.
Yeah, I was
every other day.
I see lots of people saying that they got cards back. I'm wondering, I'm checking the mailbox every day, wondering if mine's gonna come back next. But I think my latest batch was in October. I probably have a pretty long time to go.
Yeah, they're moving very slowly through the TCG cards. But what you're already seeing is a lot of graded cards hit the market, especially modern, tons of, lower end cards. We're kind of seeing the price go down. We're seeing the price go down on, the Pikachu from Vivid Voltage, some of the, the Charizards, which again, a lot of people are saying, oh, that's the market crash. But in reality, it's just, there's a lot more cards coming out.
Yeah, I think, and we've talked about this before, the reason why I feel like the prices were higher is because all these cards were stuck at PSA. And like I've said a million times, once they start coming back from PSA and people have them in their hands, the value obviously is going to go down on them, right? It fluctuates with supply. So there's technically not as much supply if your cards are at PSA.
Well, it goes to, I think the key thing is, don't buy new cards until the market stabilizes. I think, yeah, you might not get, buy at the bottom, but you won't end up buying at the top when there's kind of an artificial price ceiling. Like the Pikachu and Vivid Voltage PSA 10 was selling for close to $2,000 around Christmas. Now it's at $800. Is it fairly valued at $800? Is it going to go to $500? Who knows? But at the same time, you could have spent that $2,000 and gotten a Gold Star in December, right? Like a truly rare card that has,
so
60, 70 copies at PSA 10.
Yeah. Would you say it's a good time to still invest in rare and unique cards versus
always?
Versus these modern cards? I'd say always.
It's not a one or the other. It's you can buy modern cards if you want to complete a set and buy the cards, it's one thing. But if you're buying a bunch of these cards graded and hoping to flip them, it's just not going to work right now, I don't think, in the modern side. But again, if you're in it for the long haul, which we always advise, collect what you're interested in, buy things that stand the test of time. Look to some of the older.
Stand the test of time.
Yeah. But that market's hot. I think people are realizing that. We talked on the other episode how Gold Stars are basically doubled in some cases in the last few months, because people say, okay, these cards are actually tough to get.
Yeah.
There's not thousands and hundreds of thousands of them that are, going to be around. But I think right now it's that old stuff and the sealed product still is pretty safe.
I think it's
I'd rather have a box of Vivid Voltage than the Pikachu.
Yeah. I think it's important to look at the population count. There's plenty of websites to look at this that update all the time, kind of like a supply and demand chart. And not that you should be buying these or anything, but that's kind of how I buy what I want, and then also check the population counts on cards, because I'm really shooting for the rare cards out there, like the Japanese promos and the more unique and rare. less
Yeah,
populated cards, you
you
know?
can set the market on those cards because they're not there every day. If you go on eBay and look up, Vivid Voltage Rainbow Pikachu, even in PSA 10, there's probably 20 listings right now, 30 listings. So the price is the price in the market. But if you have a rare card, you can kind of set the table and set the market because there's not going to be 100 of them, on eBay at any given time.
Facts. Yeah, I saw someone post a pop. I sent it to you, a pop 2 or pop 1. And I forgot what card it was, but it was only like $9,000 or $10,000. And that still like blows my mind that if there's one card or two cards in the world, how is it not like $100,000 card?
I don't remember what the specific
I know,
card is, but
I'll like post it or something below, but it was like something, like I said, something I look out for. And then to see that it was not cheap, obviously, but like $10,000 if there's one or two in the world, that's cheap for that.
I mean, cards that have low pop count, some of them have low pop count because no one cares about them, but some of them have low pop count because they're rare. And when you find that intersection of demand and rarity, then you're going to have really special cards like the Illustrator, or like a first edition 10 Charizard. There's more of those, but you have like insane demand. So I don't know. I think it's really interesting. It's a good time to do your research. And also I think the number one thing that I think new people to the hobby don't understand is that I see it, and this drives me crazy. It makes me want to like crack my screen. It's like a card that is new. Someone will put pop 1 on it because it just came back from PSA, like the McDonald's promos. Like literally there are millions of them, but the first person who got it back from PSA puts pop 1 because it's the first, and then it suckers people into it. Low pop counts on modern cards are low because there are more cards coming back every month, and this. So like, to me, like if you're doing research, old cards, population counts matter. New cards, wait and see, because there are
100%.
hundreds of thousands of them.
100%. I think that's a case where, like when I was talking about, the website to check the supply and demand, like that, you don't know how many are still at PSA. For older cards, of course, like there's probably not 10,000, first edition cards at PSA versus the modern cards that are.
Well, just do your research. You can go on PokemonPrice.com and see month by month how the population count fluctuates. And it's a good predictor of where the price is headed. So, once again, do your research.
Do your research.
That's what they say. Do your research.
Collect what you love, but also like do your research.
Or just buy it.
Yeah, or just.
If you're not concerned about selling it, just buy whatever you want. But if you are concerned, because I feel like everyone's obsessed, this investment, that, then do your research. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck holding a proverbial Pokemon bag.
Yeah, I feel like we mostly hold stuff.
Yeah, I feel like if you can add to your collection without worrying about flipping it over the short term, that's how you make your kind of returns. It's over the long run.
Yeah. I don't know if even like all these cards that I'm looking at right now, like, will we ever be able to like part with them? Like, when's the right time? How do you know that like, how do you know when it's like the right time to sell your card?
It's never the perfect time to sell anything. You're never going to capture all the value. You got to kind of have to shoot to capture most of it. But at the same time, it's like if you believe in the long term, if you believe Pokemon's going to be around in 10 years, then I would argue you shouldn't sell anything unless you have to. If you want to pay a bill or go on a vacation or buy a car, like you're going to have to get some money. But at the same, like if you're planning ahead and buying responsibly and you believe in the long-term value, then hold it, because what else are you going to do with the money? Don't blow it on something that's not a income producing asset.
I just feel like I'm so attached to these cards at this point. Like it would have to be something really big for me to have to like let one go.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, it could be a major life event or whatever. But
speaking of, I know I wasn't going to talk about it, but one of the headlines was the kid that sold all of his Pokemon cards to get his dog life-saving surgery. Like that's something I would be like, okay, I could part with it then.
Well, that's it. If you need to sell because you need something, like that's a good reason to sell. I think the most common question people ask, or in general, is should I buy this? Should I sell this? And I think it's always defined by like, do you have a belief in that item? Do you have a belief in this? Whether it's a stock or a card or whatever, you just have to look at it over the long term. You shouldn't be coming in and out. And I know we make fun of flippers a lot, but like flipping only works when the market is crazy hot. Like other than that, flipping is
Totally.
not a long-term strategy. It just doesn't work. If you can't stay in the cards, you're not going to do well.
No,
And
totally.
so,
Uh,
speaking of flippers,
I was just gonna say, speaking of flippers,
one of them pulled a gun on another one in a parking lot at a Target, and now
yep.
retail cards are officially
I
dead at
can't
Target.
even believe, like, what the hell?
It must
Are
have
you
been
guys
something good, like
okay?
a prism box or something.
Like, are you okay?
I
I,
think I can't believe it lasted as long as it did. Like the maniacs, like I I only really encountered it, like of
yeah,
course
I
I go to the
know.
store and check, but I only encountered a restock once, and there was
Yeah,
a literal stampede
yeah.
where the guy in the front of the line would have killed me if I had tried to get
That's
even
when
a
you
single
FaceTimed me,
card.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he
And
was willing to go down with the
that's
ship to
so
get the cards.
sad.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen. Like clearly, like it wasn't safe for the employees because these
Right.
like
No.
flippers are insane.
Also, can you imagine me going to like one of those things and some guy like,
Well, now it's like I used to get a little bit of a thrill of like just like, oh, I drove by a Target, oh, let me check real quick for cards, knowing full well there would never be
yeah,
anything
it's
there.
just
But
like
like
the
once
fun
every
build
five
up.
months you
Yeah.
find like one pack.
Yeah.
I wonder, you know what it is though now? It's like now it's what? Is now it's all like the online bots and the sneaker resellers gonna get everything, like
I
because
know.
they so like it until there's more product printed, some form of flipper is still gonna get access to it.
Of course. And I will say I was at my Target. So this happened recently, like the shutdown of all the products and stuff, because I was at my Target
Yeah,
last,
yesterday or
yeah, I
something.
was there
I think no,
last,
tomorrow is the last day they're doing it. Sorry.
okay, so Friday, I was there last Friday, so that's like a full week.
Yeah, you should go
So
tomorrow for the final sale.
I don't want to get boxed up by some old man, but no, I was there last Friday. By accident, I was buying cat food for my kittens, and I saw there was a woman putting stuff on the shelves, and I'm checking out at this point, and the shelf is right here, and here's the checkout, and I'm like, is she like restocking this right now? And so I tried to like put my hand over to grab it. She goes, you gotta go to the back of the line. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know there was a line. I'm so sorry. Like she was ready to like fight these little kids. So I went to the back of the line and we all waited online and we took our turn going through the aisle. So you got like two products and then you went to checkout and then looped back and you got one more product. Everyone was so like calm and nice. I was shocked. I was straight up like, I'm probably gonna get like into a fight with a guy right now, but no, everyone was so nice. It was very shocking when you hear like the media and your story and everyone's story that like like these flippers and scalpers are like waiting out and they're willing to take you down for
Yeah.
a little select football or whatever.
Well, I wonder, the card companies have to kind of rethink their approach. I know they said that at
Yeah.
least Panini said that they're going to have a long-term relationship with the retailers. I mean, I think it makes sense. The reality is like they either need to have more product. Like you see something like Battle Styles, which is a little bit more stable in that like it's not like flying off the shelves. Like if you go to Target.com right now, you
Well,
can
when
get
I
Battle
went
Styles products.
to one of the restocks Friday, I went to Walmart and then I just figured I would check Target. There was a line at Target too at the customer service desk. So not like on the shelves or anything. The only product left was Battle Styles.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
think
got it because I was just waiting online, but like it was funny that like no one likes that, I guess.
I mean, they do and they don't. Like maybe I'm not. They don't reveal how much of it they printed, but I think for the most part, Shining Fates and Battle Styles have become pretty available. Like
Yeah.
even if you want Shining Fates, you can basically get it like at retail or like a couple bucks above retail at any major online store.
Yeah.
So is it a lack of demand? Is it this? I don't think so. I just think like the sets weren't particularly strong, and then we have
Yeah.
Chilling Reign and EV Heroes coming out, which is going to be crazy because I was reading Japan had to do some crazy like lottery system for EV Heroes. The website got shut down from botting, and there
Wow.
is going to be insane demand, I think, for the next two sets as they come up. So, if they're not going to be available in Target or maybe only on the website, like who knows what's
Yeah.
going to happen. I think the price point for EV Heroes and Chilling Reign is going to be well above where Battle Styles is sitting. Like those two sets are going to do a lot better.
Totally. Even just from what I've seen on Instagram, people are very excited for those. I haven't heard much about people opening Battle Styles or like, breaking Battle Styles. I just feel like it's.
Yeah, I mean, I've opened a little bit. I know you've opened a few packs, but it's an okay set, right? It's like there's not they have that Tyranitar card, but it's not like I think it's also normal for something not to go crazy off the shelves. Like so if someone
not everything isn't like crazy, like it doesn't always have to be the coolest thing ever, and just I feel like sure you could like what you like, but some sets are just fire and some aren't. I don't know, that's like fine.
Yeah. So the bottom line is don't pull a gun at anyone at Target, or just don't pull a gun on anyone in general.
Don't bring your gun to Target, period.
Well, if they have select football, like you got to do what you got to do.
Don't bring your gun out.
Yeah, it was so the day and age of the madness at Target and Walmart's kind of over. So
I will say, because they're just sitting here.
See it go.
Got my hands on 2 select football.
Wow, you are a flipper.
Woo! No, I'm not. I'm gonna open these on like.
Sell them on StockX and make $8.
No way. I'm gonna just open them, I think, on like a live stream or something.
Well, speaking of cards, I saw you put up a post yesterday or the day before about Neopets. So that got me thinking about other card games, and I looked up, Neopets was made by WotC, who did Magic, still does Magic, and did the original few sets in the US for Pokemon. They've done card games for Star Wars, Harry Potter, Xena, Warrior Princess, like among other things. And then I looked up there are a lot of card games out there that just either failed or didn't go anywhere. But then I looked up and like Neopets, there was like 8 sets of Neopets, and some of the boxes were like $1,000 on eBay. So I know you're into that. What the hell is going on?
Grew up, like when I would come home from middle school, I would go straight up to my my little computer room upstairs and just go on Neopets with my friends for 8 hours.
What is it? It's like a low budget Pokemon?
It's not. No, it was the best thing that could have ever existed for my childhood. I didn't even think about Pokemon when I was playing Neopets. So you would like feed them stuff, and you had to like kind of, what it was kind of like? What were those little like digital
Tamagotchis?
It was kind of like that, and they would like, I'm pretty sure these pets would evolve into like the bigger and stronger like Neopets. And so you fed them, and I looked up a card list the other day. I feel like there are a lot of new, like modern Neopets. I didn't like remember all of the older ones, but some of them, like obviously like the cats and the cute little ones. But it's just crazy. And when I posted that, lots of people were like, "Oh yeah, I have that," or "I had that," or "I'm getting that." So I was like, "Wait, you all like knew about this, and you either have it or you're getting it?"
Yeah, sounds like crazy. A lot of people didn't know about it.
Because there are a lot of these like I don't know if they're card games or they're just like card sets that you see like at a card show, like that little table in the back that has every single movie card or TV card that's ever existed. I kind of thought it would be like that, but when I saw the price on the box, mind blown.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like a classic WotC product, like in terms of just a great card maker. And it's, what is crazy about WotC cards, like, obviously they're known for Magic and the early Pokemon, but they also did a Harry Potter card game, which has gone bananas the last couple months. Like I've seen on various forums and like just looking at the boxes on eBay, it went from something nobody wanted to the booster boxes being, exploding in value. And a lot of that's probably speculation, but it is Harry Potter.
Movie? Is it like kind of card like movie 1?
So the artwork is not like that great. I don't like the art style. It's more like, remember the book covers? How it was like kind of
exactly what I'm picturing.
It looks like that, like but the boxes are cool.
Yeah,
the boxes are cool if you just want all of the boxes. Some of them are still reasonable. If you just search like Harry Potter, TCG on eBay, like you'll see the boxes.
So do we think that more non-sports and non-Pokemon cards are going to become more trendy in the next
few months? You've seen Marvel cards go nuts. Like, let me tell you, from someone who collected Marvel cards, like when I was a kid, like you literally, nobody wanted them. You get them at like the flea market. Like you could buy like 20 boxes for like $1. It'd be like the stuff you got because your parents didn't want to buy you sports cards; they were too expensive. So you got a
Really?
Marvel. You ended up with some like off-brand Marvel
You
box, and
have
now that
all,
same
we like
Marvel box
found
is
them
like
all, yeah.
$10,000. Yeah.
That's
So
absolutely bonkers.
now again, a lot of it's speculation because there weren't a lot of PSA Marvel cards graded, and then like the price went crazy on them. Now that there are more cards coming from PSA, the price stabilized. But like at the same time, Marvel cards are bigger than ever. There's like this new
I know.
set, Upper Deck Black Diamond, that came out last week, and it's like a very high end like autograph and like movie worn replica shirt. It's
Yeah.
like $400 a box for 6 cards. But like you said, non-sports, Fortnite I think is really strong. Marvel is really strong.
I mean,
And
we bought a couple Marvel at the Dallas card show, and to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm like looking at or buying, but the art is so cool on those, and I think we're getting into like a little more of those, so it's just,
there's a lot out there. There's
there's a
always
lot
something
out
new.
there.
And you see it. I mean, you see interest in more of the stuff like with Allen and Ginter and the Post Malone Allen and Ginter showed in that people want cards from the non-sporting world, like celebrity cards and things like that.
It's becoming like, I feel like the hobby is just becoming more relatable to everyone now. Like there is literally probably a card for everyone. Even like my girlfriends who have no idea still probably what I do to this day. Like there's probably a card that I could give them and they would love.
Like, didn't you give one of your friends a hockey card for her birthday?
She was like,
even I wouldn't want that.
It was like a joke, but I don't even know who it was. It was like an old retired man. I don't know, like there's Neopets cards, like there's cards from like reality TV shows.
There are cards for politicians. I just saw there's a U.S. Congress card set coming out. If you search hard enough, there are cards for every
That's what I'm saying.
If you want something, there's probably something out there. You saw that Rocks rookie card. Like some of the prices on the wrestling cards have gotten pretty wild too. So we'll see.
It's an exciting time, I feel like, to like get into it and be a part of the card community.
So speaking of which, you made a deal on Instagram for some Pokemon promos?
Yes, the Sapporo Pikachu.
Yeah.
2 Gem Mint 10s I got. I feel like I've wanted that card for a while and I've never knew when it was the right time to buy it. So if you kind of look at the price history on that, you can see a major increase in it. Even from just a year ago of April of last year. I think it was actually, I don't want to say a wrong number, but it was like in the 2 digits, like maybe a year or 2 ago. And now it's obviously like way more than that. And I think right now is a great time to buy that card. Investment wise. And I also love the card, and the art on that is like so cute. You got the 3 of them just like bundled up together. It's a really, really cute card.
What's it like making deals on Instagram?
That was actually my first deal on Instagram, where I just trusted someone. I was like, you got the card? I was like, send me a picture of the 2 cards. I typed in the cert number, like the PSA cert number, because you have to do that these days. Like everyone is making fake cards. Every YouTuber is saying like, here's how to spot a fake card. Like it's happening all over now. So you got to be careful. I was a little weary, but just be careful, do your research, and I think
it's kind of like the card shows where you can get better deals, because you don't have to deal with the fees on the site, so you can kind of negotiate a better price.
And you're just like, especially for 2 cards, you're like 2 for, whatever, I'll take both of them. You want to get rid of them, I'm a buyer, I'll take them, and I think they'll be here to me Thursday. I don't know, this week.
Today's Thursday.
Early next week, maybe. I just said that.
Today.
I literally just said today's Thursday.
No, you said they'll be to you by Thursday.
No, I said what? Today's Thursday.
I don't know. I don't hear that all that well anymore.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, a good roundup of the activities. Are you accepting other deals on Instagram if people have offers? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
DM me. I prefer pictures. Sometimes the pictures like delete on Instagram. So like if you have a spreadsheet that's like golden to me, or you know, just actually there's like a button you click that has the picture that in your camera roll rather than you taking a picture on Instagram. That way I could come back to it. I really like to buy graded cards mostly, but I'm working on a deal right now with a big lot of a bunch of raw cards that I'm, you know, taking a look at the pictures and the condition, and yeah, always buying. So
good luck.
DM me.
All right, now it's time for your favorite segment.
Hot or not.
All right,
You're wearing
so
the
let's
same outfit as me.
I mean, like I said, I've been wearing the shirt for close to 2 days now, and
like
I did some yard work in it.
Like
I mean, I've
my only blue shirt, and I wore it today, and you're wearing the same outfit.
Well, that's your decision, your fault. You have to live with it.
I can't believe it.
All right, so let's get into hot or not. I think the first one we have here is Katy Perry, specifically, and why Katy Perry. She has a new Pokemon song coming out, and I know there was a little bit of a trailer. So do you think, I'm going to be honest with you, that first Post Malone song was a 0 for me, an absolute flop.
I wanna be with you.
It was like,
that's a 10. I listened to it to this day.
Congratulations to Post Malone for probably securing a bag on that.
That's
but like,
sad for you.
That's like the type of cover like you just like sing at a karaoke bar. Like that.
He was on a virtual concert in the air.
It wasn't a virtual concert. If it was a virtual concert, it would have been live.
No, like, it was.
I'm just saying it wasn't for me. So let's get into it. Katy Perry, is this song going to be hot or not?
Not.
Okay. I actually, hold on. I'm going to say this. I saw the video, the clip, the preview.
You just
and
like
it
Katy
actually
Perry.
Looked good. Like it was a story of her life, and she was accompanied on the journey with Pikachu. I think it's going to be good, and it's an original song. Big difference in the cover for me.
Fine. All I could think about is her and the trailer for the 25th anniversary, and I'm just like, that was
all right. I'm gonna say hot.
Trash can vibes. Not.
Okay. All right. Let's go into another thing that just came out a couple days ago. Pokemon Snap for Nintendo Switch. Finally back. Pokemon Snap for Nintendo 64 was a game I continuously rented from Blockbuster when I was a kid. I mean, I'm just going to say it's red hot release. I have it. I have my Switch.
I'm going to say hot. Do you have Pokemon Snap for it?
I do, yeah. I just bought it. I bought it at, I think I got it at Walmart, but.
I don't have it, but I'm still going to go hot because I'm going to play it on yours and love it.
Yeah, it's, I have my Switch.
I need a Switch.
I have.
Did you ever finish the Zelda level?
No. Damn. I have my Switch in a Snorlax case.
Nice. That's
so. I think Pokemon Snap really gives you those old school vibes. Like the game, you literally take pictures and try to find these Pokemon in amazing like landscapes and stuff. I mean, it's just totally
it's
chill.
Just a fun, it's a chill, fun game. Hot.
Okay. Let's what else we got? I know you have big dinner plans tonight, so I know we got to cut the show off. So we'll go hot or not. Wawa subs. Isn't that what you're having for dinner?
I don't want to be disgusting right now, but yes, it's what I'm having for dinner.
I thought it was going to be wrapped up at least, but.
No, because I ate half before we started, and then I put like my makeup on, and I'm going to eat the other. I'm like staring at it. Hot. If you're from, is it just New Jersey? No, right?
It's not. Originally, it's a Pennsylvania company. It's in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey for the most part.
I don't know if I could say these words on the YouTube, but I have a saying. Do you know the saying blank blank and rock and roll?
Yeah.
Can I say those first two words?
SD?
Yeah.
Yeah, say it.
Sex, drugs, and Wawa subs. That's like a hashtag life to live by.
You should put that on a t-shirt.
Oh yeah, I should. They would probably sell it.
Wawa?
It's inappropriate.
It's a family business.
You're right.
All right. How about the Pokemon postage stamp box promos? You did a TikTok on it. Yeah.
So hot, yeah.
Is it? It's got to be. And we've had 3 fire promos. We've had Celebi, we've had the Espeon and now this, I actually think this blows the other two out of the water.
Me too. This is just so unique. I don't want to butcher the artist name, Arshir, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about. Literally like the most beautiful artwork. The woman looking back and the little like actual stamps. Like the Charizard and the Pikachu stamps are just really, really cute. So far, it's gotten really good positive feedback. Everyone wants to know where to buy it. And when I tell people it's, you know, exclusive to, you have to literally be in Japan at a post office to get it, people are still like, oh my God, take my money. Like,
yeah, it's going to be like, expensive to get over here. Yeah. Not to get over here, but like it's going to be very in demand. I think it's going to be bigger than Kanazawa Pikachu. I think it's going to be bigger than the other ones. I'm looking even back farther, like Mario Box Pikachu.
Oh God,
Stream promos. Like I actually think this is going to be up there with that tier of promo. So
I agree.
If it's I think even a couple $100 out of the gates probably we're going to start, and the price ends up being low compared to where those other promos netted up. So
I think it would be a beautiful box to open up and cherish.
Yeah, better than the sub, I guess.
You know.
So we have two more on the list, and I know you wanted to add one, but
oh yeah, go ahead.
So we kind of talked about this. Battle styles, hot or not?
I guess not. Like, just from the ultimate like vibe of the community, and I feel like there are more fun things to open, even for me. Like right now, I'm not opening mine on streams.
Yeah, the market says it's a hard not hot.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, not.
Last but not least, is Target hot or not canceling retail card sales?
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's hot just in general of
saving lives.
Yeah, like enough is enough.
I mean,
all that was left. You go there and you go in the aisle, everything was torn apart. There'd be like 6
and,
magic
stolen.
card packs.
Yeah.
And some like toy.
Well,
didn't you have there was a lot of theft at your local Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, and I told on them. I will tell on you. Like, don't do that around me. I'll tell. I told on them.
There's still like random places that sell these cards. So like Barnes and Noble, Walgreens, like who knows what's going to happen there. Are the flippers, listen, I think it'll be the end for me when I see people camped out at Walgreens, like trying to get like the single packs of Vivid Voltage. That'll be it. That's the end of it.
That's it for me too. I got to go non-hot just because people are dying over it.
I'm saying hot because they made the right decision.
Oh, hot. Sorry. I mean hot.
Sure, but if you're a flipper,
you know what?
You're not even.
Go do your sneaker stuff.
Yeah. What happened to the sneaker flipping? Did they just stop doing it?
What happened to like the Dior Jordan? Like, go get some Dior Jordans and flip them.
The Yeezys, like, they're not cool anymore, right?
I know. I still love mine though.
I'm saying the new ones have all been like bricking, so like that's probably hurt the flip game.
Well, like, whatever. I don't want to gatekeep, but like,
you know what it is? I think. Well, you're not gatekeeping of someone who doesn't add. There's not a collector.
True.
It's not gatekeeping.
True.
They're making everything more expensive for everyone.
They're killing.
And they pulled guns up. I actually think that now that like more things are open with COVID, people are gonna be like, well, I should buy a new pair of shoes. Maybe the sneaker game is gonna come back a little bit.
Yeah, perhaps Pokemon, the boom and all the cards was a COVID thing. I don't think so, but like maybe the people.
I think there are people that are interested in Pokemon because of COVID. They were home.
Yeah, well, I made it a full business when I was home.
Well, I think for the most part, like it comes and goes, right? Remember the Pokemon Go boom? Like a lot of people came back into the cards.
God, yeah.
The game is still popular, but like people came into the cards, then it kind of went down, then it came back. I mean, that's the way it goes. Like
that's life with everything.
We'll see.
Be consistent. Are out of season. Apples get out of season.
That's all you can do. Be consistent. Collect what you love. Yeah. Stay the course. Don't do anything crazy.
Don't kill people. Okay, so I posted on my Instagram story for people to write in their hot or not questions. So let's answer like 2 of them if we have some time.
Okay.
Okay, first from our friend Rob, who does, you know, the videography. Birkenstocks or Crocs?
Well, that's not hot or not. You just gave me a choice of two things, and they're both not hot.
Both not hot.
Yeah, for me, they're both not hot.
Both not hot. The concept
No.
not hot.
I mean, if I'm comparing the two, I guess Crocs, I don't think I would ever even think about wearing a Birkenstock.
If you wore a Birkenstock around me, that's it.
It's just not for me.
No. Okay, next one. Cards not graded by PSA from psacard.ctd. I am going to say not hot because I'm team PSA.
I mean, I don't own PSA. I'm not, other than all I care about is like what card company is going to be the most reliable and add the most value to the cards. It's PSA. I think we'll see what happens when they reopen. I feel like everyone's obsessed with this question because they can't wait. If you don't send your cards to some random card grading company and then list them on eBay and say would be a PSA 10, like that's like you're just not getting value for your cards. And if you can't wait to see what happens with PSA, like that's it's you're not making a better decision. You're making a decision because it's better in the short term.
Yeah.
So I don't like CGC is great. Like they're a comic book grading company. They're doing Pokemon cards. That's fine. Like it's just not going to add as much value. And if you just need to churn through stuff quick, do it. That's fine.
Card shop I visited the other day, like down the street, the new one, the guy was saying how CGC now has a backlog too because people are resorting. So lots of people, I guess, are resorting to other companies, but just wait, guys. Like, if you want to add value to your collection, just wait. If you need a quick flip, sure, fine, do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's got to be something that, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, just wait. You can see what happens in July. Like PSA is the clear leader in Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And if that changes, I'll go to the other one, right? It's like it's not a hard line in the sand, but you should make the best decision possible when you're creating a card. If you want to grade a bunch of, Shining Fates cards and you just want to try to make a couple bucks, and maybe send them to CGC. I don't know. Like you said, you're still gonna have to wait though. What's the point?
Right. Bottom line.
You shouldn't be grading those cards to begin with, and that's what I think these price increases are gonna do. Not every card should be graded.
Most cards should not be graded. No.
Card grading is for the big hitters, the important cards, and cards that are condition dependent and you want to compare.
Yep.
We'll see.
Cost time and money to grade cards. You should be grading, what adds to value to your collection. Or
I think the
want, but like if you like the look and you want to protect your cards, but like, if you're doing it, for investment type purposes, be smart.
I think the one thing we'll look back on in like a few years and we'll see all the crazy cards that people graded. We're going to be like, why did someone grade like a reverse foil, like Magikarp from, some like Sword and Shield base set? Like, I don't even know if that's even in that set, but the whole point, like there's all these cards that people are going to, why is this card graded? Like, and then they're going to go down quite a bit in value, but that's not a reflection on anything other than nobody really wants the card to begin with, and just because you grade it, it doesn't make it better.
Exactly. Grading your card doesn't add more value. People think that it does.
Well, it does if you get a PSA 10 first edition base
Charizard. That's not what I mean. I mean grading like you just said, like a random non-valuable, like a $3 card you're not gonna like triple your your investment.
Yeah. Are you okay?
All right, that's it for me.
All right.
Are we good here?
Yeah, you have a lot of content there.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, appreciate you all, and peace out.
Peace out. I thought we had already stopped. So I was looking.
Bye.